Welcome to The Other Dimension with the team, Damon Penny, Ben Winfield, and Louisa Brown. We guide you through the supernatural, the occult, and the unexplained, answering questions that will make you question your grip of reality, with special guests guiding you through everything from demons to divination, cryptids to crystals, religion to skeptics. We explore in depth the true meaning of the unexplained. So strap in, kick back, and enjoy as we enter the other dimension.
Good evening, people. Are you coming in? Or
But there seems to be a wall of
killer. Sorry. Louise here. She is sort of
There's just a lot of
removing
things
stuff that happens to be on the sofa at the minute. How are we all doing? Obviously, tonight. Hey, there you are.
Yeah, I am.
Everyone's happy. Hey, there we go. Hello, Christina. Hello, Kate. Nice to see you all for your faces. Sorry it's been so long, but we are back. I will admit one thing at the moment. I am currently winding someone up over in a Facebook group. So if I do start giggling to myself, that's why. I'll tell you the heads and tails. We know what I'm like. I like to wind people up. I'm currently speaking to someone who claims to be 3,633 years old in spirit and was born in ancient Egypt. So you can all imagine where that's going with me winding them up. So I'll keep you on for that one so you guys can enjoy it. But yes, so today tonight even. Well, yeah.
Oh, I was looking for the ear. Oh, you threw it down there. Okay.
Yeah, the dog has a cow's ear that's just chewing on. So
Currently, she's chewing on my fingers. That's why I get the ear.
I'm just going to shift that over.
That's my hand.
There we go. Yeah,
Bless you.
the camera. So
What are you doing?
I have no
Why
idea.
did you move it?
I don't know.
Look at it now.
I know it's gone a bit drunk.
Oh no.
Hold up, guys. We know what I'm like with technical stuff. There we go. It's a bit better, isn't it?
No, but it's like we're falling. What have you actually done?
I've done it. I've sorted it. There we go. Broad. Yeah. Kind of really scary. So tonight we are going to be doing just a general chit chat and of conspiracy theories and paranormal stuff. So fire your questions as much as you want. Hello, Natasha. My brain's got a bit on there for that. Hello.
Oh, you can push.
I keep forgetting I can push the buttons. Yeah. So fire away any questions you have. We do have a guest that will be joining us. I'm just waiting for him to actually join.
It's fine.
He is the mystery man himself, so he'll join when he can. Yes, if anyone is free tomorrow and has nothing to do, come and see us down at, and I've just read the name and I can't remember. Don't leave me hanging.
I'm gonna make you drive tomorrow, you know.
That doesn't mind. We don't. We're across.
It's at Warsaw.
That's it. We're at Warsaw, not Polish Warsaw.
No, that's Warsaw. This is Warsaw.
We're in Warsaw. Masonry Lodge. Doing a chat. Someone in with a question straight away. Beautiful. There we go. Why did it make it smaller? I have a question
because it's stupid.
from the other day.
Came on.
Yeah, for some reason, man, I've got so fine. I ain't got glasses on, have I? No, because that's on YouTube. Paimon counts as a demon, demonic, or as a jinn, maybe both. He appears in both. Yes. You actually let me finish. If you do that tomorrow, I will throw things at you.
I did it last week.
She appears in both. She is half what's classified as half demonic, half jinn, due to the fact that her Arabic roots find her mentioned a lot in the Middle East. where the breed of demon and breed of jinn cross over a lot, depending on whereabouts they are mentioned. A lot of mistake is made between demon, jinn, fallen angels. It's because the Bible tags everyone with a bloody demon brush and that's it. And then the Quran tags everyone with a jinn brush and that's it. Different cultures, there's different parts. Hey up, Charles. So I hope that kind of answers your question a bit. That she falls onto both basically. It's like when you've got someone who's, I don't know, half American, half Italian. If that kind of makes a bit more sense. I'm kind of. It's a simple answer, but for some reason I'm trying to make it sound more complicated.
You do that. That's why I'm here, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you get overly complicated.
Yeah. But there you go.
You're all right. Well done.
So yeah, we will be down at the chat tomorrow. We'll be teaching demonology, the myths, demonology mythbusters, aren't we? Sort of thing.
It's called Demonology Destroying the Myths.
That's it. Lou did a slideshow and everything. It looks brilliant. We will bring that slideshow to you guys next week, hopefully. If Lou can work out how to do it. If not, we'll figure some way out of doing it.
Doing what now?
Let's try to put the PowerPoint on screen.
Well, you want to do a presentation of the live on thingy?
Maybe. He's getting very technical. We need
David
back.
Basically, it's what you talk about anyway.
Yeah.
So all it is just with slideshow, bullet points, and a few pictures for people at the talk. Because last time it was just you and Damon up on stage, and other people were there with their PowerPoint presentations, trying to look all professional. They even used mics. Yeah. Use a mic this time. Yeah, well, your voice wasn't travelling. Which is why I kept going like that to try and speak louder.
Okay, I'll use mic stuff. But yeah, it's basically what you guys get all the time anyway. So we do have
bullet points.
We do have some guests lined up for coming on, which would be nice. Haunted Stoke-on-Trent.
Oh my god.
Stoke-on-Trent Haunted Museum
are
going to be coming on next week to discuss how everything has gone with them because they've finished their side of the show, and we will be going up doing teachings in there. And they've also managed to crack massively on Higgy Pops. They are number 6 on Higgy Pops, and they're also on top. I think it was top 11 locations to go in the UK, paranormal locations to go in the UK. So they're absolutely battering it.
Stop kicking the tripod again. Right, you were doing it the other day.
Yeah, well.
Right, question. Right, what do you think about the theory of spirits being not the dead, but actually the living that are bleeding into timelines, and we come across each other from different times?
The old time slip, deja vu, and everything else like that. There is a weird. Why do people text me just as I'm coming on show?
Because there are people that aren't watching the show. Tell them off.
So that theory has been going on for a very long time, but we did a show on this called Time Slips, and we had someone on. Me and Damon were on for that show. So you were with us, weren't you?
I have no recollection of this.
I don't know where you was. Might have been me and Damon.
Was this one of your ones that you did originally for the Now Band podcast?
I think so, yeah, for the Now Band podcast.
Oh, look, your mum's messaging you now as well.
Jesus.
Why ain't your mum watching?
Right, almighty. Right. For anyone that watches from mum, when you watch this back, remember between 7 and 8, I'm on air. Don't text me. So yeah, there's more evidence to suggest time slips. So people slipping backwards fully, not in spiritual form, but I mean fully people slipping back in time. As for the dead spirit bit, that goes more into quantum time theory, which is that every single point in time is happening now. So we could be sat here now in this house. It's 2022, and the same people from 1952 are sat in the same house now, and we communicate them through spirits. But then we can only communicate backwards because time is relative to us, because time is a never-ending flow. But when it comes to quantum mechanics, quantum entanglement,
I'll put the link up. I'll put the link up.
Luke found it.
The other dimension, talking time slips with Craig Maloney. Yeah.
So we'll put that show up for you guys. It's a brilliant show, honestly. If you want to go back and listen to it, it was an amazing listen. You can get it on Spotify. All our old shows are still on Spotify. The last show we did was about the Undug. After that, we got banned because they got a bag on with the things we were saying.
Because you can't verify your stuff that you talk about on Google.
Yeah. Basically, the stuff I was talking about, they couldn't verify via Google because you have to go to Cambridge Library. And you can actually find it on Google. You just need to know where to look. But yeah, it's a brilliant show. We're talking about it there, Brilliant Theory. I'm just starting to look again into that because I'm starting more on quantum mechanics again, because quantum mechanics is brilliant. I love it. But yeah, the old shows are on Spotify. Go watch them, go listen. There are some really good ones. I hope the Egyptian guys messaged me. Commented. So yeah. Do you want to say anything? Why just one this Egyptian guy?
Sorry, I'll try to work it out this thing here.
Lou's going to do that for you. But yeah, a lot. You're starting to find more and more now that quantum mechanics is starting to impact the paranormal field, because a lot of things are starting to make more sense, which is nice to see. Again, everyone always thinks everything is separate and easy enough. This guy's definitely using Google because it took him so long to actually say that back. But yeah. It's all right. I found I lost my swing of what I was saying.
Well, that's because you're trying to do.
Oh yeah, I answered that question, didn't I? That's why. You guys, you give me a question, I end up losing. I'll explain it, then carry on rambling. We know what.
Sorry.
Lose some technical difficulties. So yeah, any questions, guys? Please feel free to throw them up. We are still waiting on our guest for the night, if he remembers. Bless him. We know what he's like. He will randomly appear, no doubt, probably towards the end of the show. But yeah.
I put it on.
How old are elementals?
Put it on the group and I put it on the page.
So Lou has put the link up there for that show, guys. If you want to go back and listen to it, it's a brilliant show.
Stop yawning.
I don't know why I've yawned. It's weird. How old are elementals? That is an age-old question, pardon the pun. Elementals are spiritual animals, spiritual creatures, things that exist beyond our eyesight and hearing. We can't really date it due to the fact that when you look through history, people have always spoke about elemental animals, fairy folk, all that sort of stuff. You can't really put a date on it. You look at the Native American tribes, they speak of elementals, and they are probably some of the oldest tribes going. India, Hinduism still speaks. I don't know why I'm yawning. Hinduism speaks of elementals, and they are, again, one of the oldest religions going. Egypt speaks of the oldest religion going. Just realise how I'm going to catch this guy out now. So yeah, if that kind of explains that bit for you, Charlie. Hello, Jenny. We are out tomorrow with Supernatural, by the way, later on in the night. They are coming to an old location. Be an interesting one.
going to be a slightly different investigation because instead of encouraging the spirits to come to us and talk to us, it's going to be like, stay there, but tell us what you're saying. Yeah.
I can catch this guy out now.
Okay, then Ben's going to typey. Catch people. You could have done this a little bit there.
I wasn't expecting this guy to run his mouth off, but clearly it's more fun. Because I've asked him a question that you'd only know if he was alive at the time. So, because you won't get that on Google. You have to go to Caro to learn that. So yeah, hopefully that answers your question with elementals. The weird thing is, it depends on what elementals you're asking about. Because like fairy folk only really are mentioned sort of in Europe. But then when you go out to play it, go a bit further afield. So Middle East are they talk more about. They have their version of elementals, which are the sun spirits and the animal spirits, same as when you spread out towards Native America. They talk about the animal spirits. Then you've still got obviously tribes living even to this day in the jungles, Peru, Brazil, all that sort of stuff. The oldest people you could probably go back and ask would be the tribe that lives on the Sentinel Islands. About their sort of belief in spirits, would probably give you the oldest back. Problem is, if you set foot on that island, you will get killed and you will get eaten. As poor Christian missionary found out when he decided to take the word of God out there and ended up meeting God. Harsh as that sounds.
They just weren't ready for him. In that sense.
Yeah, this guy has no idea. For those of you who are just curious, obviously we covered Egyptology. This guy's claiming he was born in the third dynasty, and is failing to answer any questions I give him about the third dynasty that you can't get off a quick. I'll put this in Google and find out. See, but yeah, so that's that answered. I think, Charles, if you want any more, obviously smack me over the head with a hammer. Guys, feel free to, again, and people that are coming in now, feel free to ask any questions that you want. By all means. Right, no, wrong. He slips. Nope.
Oh, yeah. Right. Are you doing a Sunday show for this weekend as well?
I am doing a Sunday show. We are going to carry on with the Demonology 101. We are going to carry on with Asmodeus. That's Monday. Due to the fact that he needs his own show.
he wants his own show. He's being a bit of a diva.
Basically, he would want his own show. He has that much history throughout the world. He would want his own show. Same going about his equal. Raphael being an angelic. And yes, I will try and cover the angelics at some point. Only seems fair. Them two were literally combined and have been combined through the ages, including a historical squabble in Egypt, ironically. That is actually wrote down out there. But yes, we will be doing a Sunday show. Hello, Trace. I see you. Where is Minnie?
Severus.
She's down here chewing a cow's ear at the minute. So yeah. So guys, I say
anyone see? Because obviously a couple of weeks ago I went to HAPRC with National Paranormal Investigators UK, and Ben helped Claire to go through the mirror. Did anyone see that? Anyone got any questions on that you might want to ask Ben about what was going off there? If you have, cover them up. Because that was quite interesting. If you've not seen it, it's on the page, so feel free to go and watch it. It's quite interesting.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just proving him wrong.
Do you want to explain a little about what you did that night?
I don't remember that night, to be honest. I remember we did. They have a open portal there, an unbalanced open portal. So this is basically an energy split that is completely out of control, wide open. So anything and everything can step through. And we merely prized it open a bit more and shoved someone through in the basic nicest of terms. She had a very personal experience, and that was about it.
Yeah, because she was describing everything as she goes along, everything that she could see, everything that she could sense. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good night, to be honest.
I got my squirrel nutcracker, my
Yes.
antique squirrel nutcracker.
Lou was completely and utterly obsessed, and still obsessed with a squirrel nutcracker that she's got for Christmas.
It's not for Christmas.
As long as you don't start chasing me around with it, I'm not bothered.
Squirrel's gonna get you nuts.
Yeah. So that's that one. If anyone here, next time you see me, I'm talking in a really high pitched voice, you know why?
You're kicking the tripod again.
I am kicking the tripod again. Oh yes. Like I say again, guys, anyone wants to throw a question up, please feel free. I will say one thing, Gareth, you are watching this. Graham, even if you're watching this, I'm just going to name wrong. Or George, as we keep calling him. Graham, if you're watching this, yes, I know you take the out of my voice because it goes professional when I do this, apart from the end. And yes, to those that you watch this that don't know us in person, we are not like this. My voice is not like this. I put a professional voice on so that everyone understands me.
Gonna move it from you.
Same as Lou puts on a voice because her thick Yorkshire accent does come out when she gets a bit annoyed. So yes. Getting downstairs. And the crackling noise you can hear is the dog chewing away through her ear as well. But for once she's not barking, so we're just going to leave it to it. So
we're not really prepped much for this, are we? Because we're expected guests. Is guest on now?
Oh, there he is. Speak of the devil.
We're just talking over.
So here comes the devil himself.
Yes, you can call me Beelzebub.
Hey up, buddy.
Or better yet, the one I always go by, Leviathan.
Leviathan's an interesting one.
Hey guys, my son was here, and that's the reason why I'm kind of late. I was sending him off. So
Bill, you might need to turn your speaker up a bit because we can barely hear you.
Can you barely hear me?
Oh no,
no, it's just Ben. It's all
I
right.
had the volume down.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I have never touched my speaker. It should be like it always is.
Yeah, it was me with the volume down. How are you, Bill?
Doing fine, doing fine. Who all we got here today?
Everyone in the comments is normal. Luce sat by the side of me.
Hi.
Yeah, it's the boss. I saw the boss. I saw her. And just seeing who all's in the chat room real quick. Well, at least on this one, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, you got them both feeding through on this one. Okay, yeah. Just seeing everybody. Hello, everybody. How are y'all? Yay! and she said, "Let them eat cake." But anyways, because she was all out of food, so all she had was little Debbie's cakes left. So it's little me cake. Anyway, so, and how are y'all?
We're all good, buddy. We're all good.
I haven't talked to y'all in a few weeks. And how is hey, Philip Harrison, and how are you?
Yeah, you getting everyone saying hello?
Well, yeah. Natasha. Hey, Natasha. Hey, Charles. Hey, everybody.
Yeah, we've got 2 people on the YouTube channel coming in and saying hello.
Yeah. But anyway, I saw what time it was, and I rushed back in here, and I said, "Oh, golly, my name is Mud."
All right.
I've got somewhere I got to be. So now I'm here. Yeah, I'm doing well, Charles. Thank you for asking. And, everyone, I'm doing fine. The world is still a better place. I'm still here, so we know where the evil is.
Nice.
sitting right here. So, we're all good. We're good. We're good. We're good. But anyway, so what are we going to talk about today?
At the minute, we're doing just a general Q&A on paranormal stuff, and we were talking earlier before you came and joined us. It was Kate come up with a question about time slips,
Time slips.
whether spirits are people from the past talking to us today.
Oh man, there are so many ways to go with that.
Oh, you might like that one.
Because that goes anywhere from time slip to a physical inhabitant of spirit entity being attached. Stone tape theory.
Yep.
There's so many ways to go with this. The Matrix.
I know the Matrix. Yeah, the Matrix.
Other dimensions. See,
to
me, a actual time slip would be more a Matrix flaw for me.
Yeah.
That's what I would think. What people are calling paranormal are spirits part of the time slip? No. They're still in their present day where they were when the accident or whatever happened. They still think they're there. You might have some intelligent ones that know that, hey, I've been around for a while, I'm dead, and these people just keep on bothering me. And they also, but most type of energy spirits still think they're where they were when they passed away. Now, is that a time slip? No. Like I said, to me, a time slip, the only thing a time slip would be for me is like the Matrix slipping, a glitch.
Yeah.
In the Matrix. That would be kind of a time slip. That would be, or if not that, it's actually time travel. One of the two. It's either going to be a glitch in the Matrix or actual time travel. Because I do believe there's time travel. There's been there's too many positive proofs that shows, yes, there has been time travel.
There's that guy on the bridge, isn't there?
Well, there's the guy there's the guy back in the 30s who's talking on a cell phone. Just different things like that. You see these things and wearing clothing that was never. We're talking wearing like 70s, 80s type clothing back in the 20s. Stuff like that. There's just too many little flukes that. And people go, well, that designer was just ahead of his time. No, the designer was not ahead of his time. He did not, nobody during that time made that shirt. Not with Popeye on the front of it. I'm sorry, no. But anyway, well, no, Popeye, no, I take it back. Popeye might have been it. Okay.
Well, there was that guy, wasn't there, at the...
Well, there's a bunch of them. There's a bunch of them. There's the woman. There's the guy. There's just all sorts of different ones. Now, which period were you talking about? Because there was one back during World War II of a guy.
Yeah, there's a guy watching.
Which is completely out of place. That what?
There's a photo of a guy watching boxing, and he's got his phone up.
That's the one with a cell phone. Okay, yeah, that's the one with a cell phone. Right. That was back in the. I can't remember. That was probably back in the 20s or 30s, probably. I would say.
No, this one was. It was in the. I think it was in the 70s.
Well,
and he was holding up a modern day phone.
Okay. Now, see, on that one, I could always say he is somebody, and that was a prototype if it was in the 70s. The one I'm thinking about is back in the 1920s, 1930s.
Yeah, I remember that.
That one cannot be said was a cell phone. Because, see, you got to remember, items were around way before they were brought out. So a cell phone could have physically been in the makings, could have been weird, but in the 70s. You know what I'm saying? Because they actually came out like in the 90s. So, of course, some of them were as big as bricks and stuff, but still. there's the feasibility that maybe he is somebody on the leading edge of technology working for a company and had it with him.
Mike Tyson.
That might be the reason why he was sitting on the front row of the boxing match. See what I'm saying?
It was Mike Tyson, 1995 fight, showing a gentleman holding up a phone, same as what we have now, recording the fight.
I can see that. That's nothing. I wouldn't call that a time slip or nothing. I could see that happening. I could actually see that happening because, okay, I'll admit the smartphone really didn't come around until probably 2000, but you had phones that were getting smaller. I mean, see, like I said, he could have been on. I mean, this is just me being, you know how I am. I'm a debunker, so
yeah.
I would actually say that there, without actually researching it further or actually being there beside him,
yeah,
he could have been with a company on the leading edge of technology who had this phone, and he was out there and he was trying it. He was using it, field testing it. And somebody just saw it. And because of what the size of it was and how it looked, we all thought that it didn't belong there, which it didn't. But if you think, though, about it, not too many years after that, though, the smartphone did come out.
Yeah.
To the consumer.
I will put the video up, guys, for people to have a look, see what they think of it as well. We'll put that up on the page.
But it just kind of, I could see a possibility of it not being a time slip or a traveler. You know what I'm saying? But there are some though out there though that shows of travelers, and when I say travelers, I mean of course time travelers.
Yeah.
Not interdimensional travelers, because at that point you wouldn't. Yeah, that's kind of a different story altogether.
Yeah.
An interdimensional traveler, he's something completely different. But a time traveler, I mean, I could see it. And there again, I mean, time traveling, you don't really call it. I mean, I was going to throw up something, but that's completely different because that's not time travel. But time travel, I mean, I can see it happening. I was about to mention something about Stargate, but that's not time traveling. That is that's folding space.
Yeah.
That's using wormholes, or as some call them, black holes. Because, see, I'm a firm believer that black holes is actually a wormhole. Because if you go in, I feel like you come out somewhere else.
You get white holes as well, which people don't really hear a lot about, which are completely opposite to black holes because they kick out. White holes kick out stuff. And
That could be the other. That could be the other end of a black hole.
Einstein's theory was that, and Stephen Hawking's theory, both suggest that they could be linked.
Yeah, they are linked. I think it's a wormhole. I believe in that. But me and Einstein, we always talked about that back in the old days. Me and him got a lot of information from each other, me and Einstein. That's my hero is Einstein.
Yeah.
I like Hawkins. Hawkins is good. Don't get me wrong. Hawkins is good, but I always have liked Einstein. Matter of fact, when I was growing up, I had that notorious poster of Einstein with his hair all messed up and everything, and black and white. Yeah, black and white poster.
Yeah, I know which one.
Einstein was my hero. But anyway, travelers though, pretty much I just got them. I think I took a brain slip right there, but I pretty much said what I kind of thought they were, So, and I'm trying to keep over here with the comments, and everybody has just stopped talking about it. I guess
guys and girls, if you have any photos,
please add in.
If you have any questions, throw them up. Honestly, it's open floor. If you guys want to have any questions on anything,
if you've got comments that's different than mine or Ben's, please let us know, because who knows, you might make a fool out of us today, which I welcome.
Yeah,
please do.
Those of you new as well to watching, honestly, you won't get suddenly people jumping onto you and saying anything. We do not allow that in this show. Everyone has the right to speak freely. Everyone has the right to their own opinion. Honestly, guys, any questions, anything, any comments, throw them up.
And please, like I always say, please prove me wrong.
Yeah.
Please, I want you to. You don't. A lot of people think I just say that, but they don't really understand. I really mean it. Prove me wrong. Prove that all this time I have been thinking wrong and you showed me the right way. Now that just means I've now got to go back and look at my past and other stuff and see how it affects it and bring it around to where, I mean, it keeps my life interesting. Let's put it like that. It keeps my life interesting.
Remember, my basic rule I always tell people is question everything, even me.
And
I might have a wrong idea in my head, and someone put me on the right track. It is not a bad thing to keep on learning.
You don't want to keep passing off false information too.
Yes.
You want to know if you're wrong or not. Because me personally, like I say, when I tell people this is the way I think, this is the way I feel, this is what I know.
Yeah, it's the best way.
If it's wrong, prove me wrong. I want you to, and I will never. I mean, and there again, I'll be honest. Even if you say something and it's just completely wrong altogether, I am not, or Ben, either one, are not going to call you out on it, because each their own thing. Then later, if you really want to pursue it, you can talk to us privately.
Yeah.
And believe me, you talk to me privately, I will. I am not a baker. I do not sugarcoat nothing.
Question here, and I've just started studying on this. The question is, what do you think of the idea of quantum immortality? Now, that's a really good question.
Okay, first off,
Really good question.
First off, I don't believe in true immortality. I do not, because even ones that say they are immortal can be taken down. You just got to find the way, is what it is. Now, as far as quantum immortality, I put it like this. Other than just a little bit of stuff of quantum, I have not really pursued, because I've had so many other paths to follow. And recently, though, quantum has been coming into different things that I used to study. It's now touching into it. So now I probably like Ben, I have just started even scratching the surface of quantum theory, quantum anything, you know.
So
go ahead.
To put quantum immortality into sort of an easy to understand without having to sit through it or
layman's way. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Quantum immortality is to do with the energy patterns that a quantum atom or quark cannot be destroyed due to the fact
I know what it is now. I know. Yeah. See, I misread that, but once you stated that, now I do remember that. That is energy stays. Energy stays as energy, and energy cannot be destroyed. Okay, on that one is quantum immortality, if that's what it's called. Okay, so I didn't know that's what it was called. Quantum.
That's the basic idea. That with that you can end up getting quantum. Lose.
Okay, in that case, in that case, then it's then I believe in it 100%.
Lou's managed to find a Wikipedia of quantum. So quantum suicide is a thought experiment in quantum mechanics and philosophy of physics. It was originally claimed that if you can disencourage between the my brain's just completely gone with word. You want to read this?
I'm just dealing with dog. Where are we? Quantum immortality and quantum suicide, they kind of go one-on-one with each other. So yeah, like Ben said, quantum suicide is a thought experiment in quantum mechanics and the philosophy of physics. It was originally claimed it can distinguish between the Copenhagen interpretation of quantum mechanics and the many worlds interpretation of quantum mechanics. It is based on imagining oneself as the cat in the Schrodinger's cat thought experiment. Quantum immortality refers to the experience of surviving quantum suicide.
So basically, when you put a cat inside a box, it is either alive or dead at that point. You do not know until you take off the box.
But the
Oh,
whole.
now, hold it. Now that's okay. Now that is a specific theory right there. What you're talking about now
Near-death experiences.
Yeah.
about the cat being in the box. Is it alive? Is it dead? We don't know until we look.
Yeah.
That's
The same
Schrodinger. That is Schrodinger's cat. Schrodinger's box. A cat, right?
Yeah. Same with near-death experiences.
But
are you only classing it as a near-death experience because you survived, or are you classing it as near-death experiences because you had a feeling that you was going to die? It's that judgment
or near-death experience. Was that where the body started shutting down, the spirit or energy decided to leave as in astral projection?
Yeah.
Then came back. You know, it's what I mean, you know. Well, anyway, real quick before we go into that, Natasha, on that deal about the quantum immortality. Now, since I know what actually quantum immortality is, I already knew about the other one. Yes, I believe the energy stays as an energy, and to me, an energy cannot be destroyed. That's the reason why I feel like, yes, in the paranormal field, a lot of times you will hear me use the term, instead of saying ghost or spirit, I will say energy, the energy, because that's what a ghost and a spirit is. They are actually the energy of. And the ones that basically stay here on earth are either one, got business to take care of, or lost because other energies, they find their way to wherever it is they're supposed to go. A lot of people think there again that energy is now going into its next stage, or some call reincarnation. So, you know, that's the deal about the quantum immortality. Yes, I do believe it is real. I do believe it is there, and it does exist. Now, what do we feel about near-death experience? I mean, if you want to call it near-death experience, okay. I mean, I've had one. I call it outer body experience. To me, is what I called it. But it happened during a time of when I actually, and this is true, I actually drowned in a pool. I was dead. The ambulance tagged me as dead. Then I came back. There were some things I experienced, but there again, do I want to call this as near-death experience, or do I want to call this as an outer body experience? Because I could actually see, while I was dead, I could see the people working on me, the life, somebody trying to give me CPR back there. Well, what they knew of back then, it was more of just mouth to mouth, because this was back when, well, this is right after Noah, you know, got beached and the waters receded, and, you know, and we all started making motels and everything. But I actually remember seeing people around working with me, trying to get me to come back. And then all of a sudden I came back. And then from that point of seeing them working on me, the only thing I remember after that is coughing and waking up, opening up my eyes and seeing people around me. The transition of me going back into my body, I do not know what it was. I did not experience it, so I don't know. All I remember is here and then here. That's all I remember. Nothing in between. But that, to me, if you want to call that a near-death experience, okay, fine. I did not see no white light. I did not see no train coming through a tunnel at me. You know, I did not see God, Jesus. I did not see kinfolk. And weird enough, my life didn't flash before my eyes. But there again, I was very young, so there wasn't much life to it. It probably happened in about 1 second. Because I wasn't even a teenager. But to me, that is the deal with that. Okay. Out of body experience.
Oh, Claire. Out of body is when the spirit leaves the body, so you can happen at near-death experience and all the random times. Yeah.
I mean, some people have actually got so much control, they can do astral projections anytime they want.
Yeah.
A matter of fact, the U.S. government, the military, had a big research about that, because they would have this team of people that would do astral projection, and they would wind up they would be in the United States, but yet being able to get secrets that they find over in Berlin during the war and stuff. So yeah, so I mean, yes, so astral projection, out of body experience, to me, that's pretty much all the same thing.
Yeah, there was a program being run both Russia and America using them sort of.
I know the name of it, and I cannot remember it.
Yeah, Damon would know because he loves that side of stuff. I mean, it was along with the Montauk projects.
Okay, hold on, we got a lot of stuff. Okay, what, Bill? That's insane. Well, okay, Kate, I really enjoy talking about these topics. It's a safe place to chat about things I've always wondered about. Thanks to everyone. What? Bill, that's insane. What are we talking, Kate? Bill, that's insane.
You nearly died. Well, when you did die.
Oh, yeah. Well, see, like the old saying goes, only the good die young. I'm so bad that now I'm going to be around for a lot longer, probably. They couldn't let me die. I wonder where the expression, I feel as though someone just walked over my grave, comes from. I can tell you what my grandmother told me, who was Native American. It's when you're sitting there, standing there, sitting, whatever you're doing, and you feel this cold chill come across your body. There's no way for a draft to be around. So there is not a draft, but you have this experience of something. Some people would say that's a spirit walking through you. It's basically people that say they've had spirits walk through them kind of experience the same thing, where they say they feel all of a sudden a sudden cold, coolness and everything, and all of a sudden it passes. Okay. My grandmother always used to tell me when that happened, she would always tell me that it was a possum walking across your grave. But she would use the term possum. And it's just an old wives' tale, I think, because of a lot of wives' tale comes from things that can't be explained. Just they can't be explained. So on that one, I mean, it could very well be a energy in the building or the area that you're at, an energy, and that it does pass through you. And in turn, passing through you, you feel the cold, the less temperature, you know what I'm saying, the coolness. Yeah. And I think that's what that is. So that would be okay.
Can be seen as an electrical discharge from the veil, because people that have been electrocuted, we always assume that when you're electrocuted that it's very hot. It isn't. When you're electrocuted, it's ice cold. Electric is ice cold. It's an electrical discharge from the veil that separates us from that side, in a sense, with a static field. They can produce electrical discharge that are known as walking every direction.
When a spirit and energy walks through you, you will feel it. That is the discharge from that energy. Yes, very, very much so. I mean, but a lot of people, is like they'll go, well, you try to tell people that electricity is cold, they're not going to believe you, because when somebody gets hit by electricity, it fries them. But the thing is, though, the thing that is frying them is not really the electricity itself. Well, it is and it ain't. You know what I mean? It's just a product of it. But like when I got shocked, I was doing a house sighting and helping a friend out of mine to get his business going and stuff. See, I'm a jack of all trades and a master of none. I can actually do sighting too. I'm trained to do hardy board, which is that concrete fiberglass board that looks like wood. I'm certified to cut it and everything, because you have to have a respirator and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, over in this country, it's known as MDF.
Right, but we were doing a siding, and I was taking off the face board off of a house because we was about to replace the face board and put metal up. And I had my hammer, and nice. I don't know if y'all have them over there. Over here, it's called East Wing. It's just a big steel hammer, all the way shank, everything, all one piece with a rubber handle on it. It's called East Wing. It's a carpenter's hammer over here. It's one of the most popular ones. But when I did it, it pulled and the nail came out, and my elbow, I was standing on an aluminum ladder, real smart. But you know where power lines come into the house, the major power line, then goes down the tube going into the box?
Yeah.
My arm hit that.
Oh, nice.
And what it was is the plastic cap that keeps you away from the wire connectors popped off, and my elbow hit it. And when it did, it ran down my arm, across my chest, into my hand, into my left hand, down the ladder. It knocked me off the ladder. Now, did I feel heat? No. I felt it tight. And see, that's another thing too people don't realize is that you really don't explode. You come apart by constriction, because my whole body just contracted. My lungs, I couldn't breathe because they just sucked in, and they contracted, and I couldn't breathe back out. And my muscles contracted, because that was the only thing that really saved my butt, was that because of the action of it knocking me and my arms contract, everything got me away from the actual electricity. But you know, there's just so many things that energy just, you know, energy does. And because, you know, like a lot of people don't realize voltage is not what kills you. A lot of people go, man, that's 12,000 volts. Yeah, so what? But if it's more than 1.5 amps, you're screwed.
Yeah. The amps that kill you.
It's the amps that kills you, not the voltage. But anyways, okay, so that was that, you know. Hey,
So I got one from
go ahead.
Christina here. I was in hospital years ago, and the doctor put me on pain meds, and I saw a witch above me. It was so scary.
There's been a few cases of that.
Yeah, there's a lot of cases of seeing a reaper.
Or the old hag.
Yeah, the old hag, reaper, soul collector, witch.
Yeah.
Me.
Loads of cases of that. Did you just say me?
I said me. Yes,
It took me a second then to register in my head.
Lou caught it right off. Lou caught it right off. She started kind of laughing to herself when I said that. And you're just sitting there still going on. It's like,
Yeah.
We know what we want.
It went right over his head. Okay, let's see what's here now.
Look at God, Claire. I can't even read it. For some reason, it's so small.
What are your thoughts on divine interventions saving your life? Hand on heart, I believe I've been saved from death at least 3 times. Once my daughter was in the car with me doing 50 miles per hour and a car cut right in front of us. My car stopped dead in the road and I had no time to react. Even my daughter was absolutely stunned and said, Mum, what just happened? It was the weirdest thing.
Yeah, divine intervention
Oh,
is.
I can do it.
No, it's so small.
Oh.
Well, see what it is. See what it is the word that I have problems with. And everybody knows I'm a reverend, I'm a priest and everything, but you've got to realize I am a spiritualist priest.
See you later, see you on Sunday.
And the thing that kind of bothers me in that conversation was the word, back up to Claire Evans.
Yeah.
Was the word divine. That's where I have my problem, is divine intervention. I would actually, I mean, I do believe in intervention. Let's put it like that. I do believe there is an energy intervention. Now, is it divine? I don't know. Could it not be using the term loosely, protecting angel? I'm using the word loosely, angel.
Protective
because saying angel, somebody won't, that's divine.
Yeah.
I know some angels that ain't divine.
Divine, divine protector. I think, God, spiritual protector, spiritual guardian.
Right. I believe in that more than I would as far as like divine intervention. Because when, I hate to say it, when you use the word divine, 90% of the or 75% of the world automatically is going to say having to do with God or godly intervention. And see, I can say that, but there where I live at over here, if you say godly intervention, it's the Christian belief over here. So they're going to be talking about Yahweh, Jesus, God, you know, they're going to be talking about God, that God. Well, if we go to India, it's going to be different. But I do believe that there could be a higher being intervention, a higher energy intervention, which caused that. Which I see that stuff happening every day. So that could actually, I mean, not just with people, but also with things that happen, which people would say, "Oh, that's a miracle. That should have happened," or that should never come. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They'll say like, "No,
God will.
it could be ET on planet Quasar, which is looking down, going, no, okay, fine. Now it didn't happen. He can continue on. Who knows? Who really knows? But but I do believe that there can be intervention. So yes. Okay, no problem, Claire. Okay, in that case, then yes, divine intervention can happen.
Yes.
If you don't want to say it's God. See, to me, I just believe that it's a higher power. I don't call none of them gods, because to me, even if you want to go back, I was created in His likeness and the way He was. So basically, I'm a god also.
Yeah, there is that.
Double
edge to that.
I mean, if you want to go that route, if you want to go that route, fine, I'm a god too. But there again, my son is known as Jesus, alternate Jesus. So if he is alt Jesus, who am I? He is my son. That makes me God. Now, doesn't it?
Yeah, technically.
Just stating, now God of what? We don't know. It could be a God of this room right here, a God of my castle.
Well, they do say God resides in everyone.
The temple of God resides in everyone, because supposedly, according to Christian beliefs, the heart is the temple. That is where God lives, is in your heart. So, hey, just depends on how you look at it. Whether you look at like that, or you look at like, okay, just depends on how you look at it.
All to do with perspective.
Yeah, you go. Okay, somebody else. Come on, let's.
Got time for one more question, guys.
Throw something at us. Throw something good at us.
You should do audiobooks. His voice is good.
Yeah,
I can see you doing that.
I have also been told, and I actually almost was a DJ. People tell me and said, "Oh man, you should have been a DJ. You have a perfect voice for the radio." And that's when I go back. So in other words, what you're trying to tell me is that I do not have a face for movies. Thank you. But anyway.
Did you cut your beard? Yeah, Bill has cut his beard.
Well, actually, believe it or not, it wasn't really a beard. It was more of a scraggly face with a long mustache. And yes, I clipped it. Matter of fact, pretty soon it's going to be all gone, except for just the mustache, because I'm about to start a job making some mad money. So I've got to look at least a little presentable.
So, Claire, if you can,
if you can be possessed by a demon, can you be possessed by an angel?
I'll let you answer that one first, Bill.
A demon. First off, an angel is supposedly a human type entity, humanoid type entity, like God is. A demon, on the other hand, has never and can never be of human form. Cannot be a human. Now, a demon can possess somebody, but what they're doing is they are using their physical body just as a means of transportation, is all they're doing. To use for their physical, whatever they want to do, their physical work. Let's put it like that, for their physical work.
Puppeteering, I think, is the word. Best way to say it. puppeteering, using your body as a puppet.
Yeah. He's using the person to do his bidding, right? So that's a demon. And can you be possessed by an angel? I don't. There's this one experience that I heard of that, but okay, no. Okay, I'm going to say no. No, an angel cannot possess you. An angel is a humanoid type energy, or I'm not even going to say energy, is an ethereal presence, humanoid presence. And to me, they would be like, an angel would be like an alien, or the person coming from the other planet coming down here, or the mothership, whatever. So, oops, you not really stumped me. It's just that I'm trying to find the words in order to explain what I'm thinking in this brain I've got. There again, might be I'm trying to find the brain. I'm not quite sure. But you really haven't stumped me, because, like I said, demons were never human, can never be human. So they possess in order to use that human for their benefit. An angel, on the other hand, is a human type thing. What do you consider God? Is God a human? And if so, if God's a human, so would be an angel. And I don't know whether or not, now see, an angel might have special powers that they can convey stuff to you without speaking and stuff. But as far as taking you over, taking your body over, no, I do not. I do not think that an angel could possess you. I don't. A demon, yes, but now see what on this deal, Claire. What it is the angels. What you got to do now is you got to specify on angels whether we are talking. This is kind of a weird one too. A good angel or a bad angel. There again, by explaining that too, you might be actually calling the wrong one the wrong thing. Because a lot of people would call a good angel being one that comes from, as they would call them, God. A dark angel is actually an angel that was cast out.
One of the fallen.
He is one of the fallen, right. Now, he is also of human form also, but people would consider him the evil one, the evil angel. Now, here's where I can mess with your mind. How can you tell me that the quote unquote good angel is the good one when it's actually been known that they have caused pain and sorrow and death, along with their leader, God, who is one of the most vengeful gods out of all the religions. And then you have your dark angels, which your dark angels, if you think about it, now I'll agree, they might want something in the end, but they have not caused you damage, harm. Actually, they have helped. They have helped you to achieve greatness. Just like Lucifer, Beelzebub, Satan, Leviathan, whatever you want to call him. I'll put it like this. Here's a simple one. Let's use God and then Satan. Because Satan originally was God's right-hand man. God kicked him out. For what reason? Because he was coming as more popular and more and stronger than what God was. He was jealous. God is a jealous God. So he kicked Satan out. And his followers went with him. Let me ask you this. Has Satan that you know of, or any story that you ever heard of, has Satan and his angels ever killed anybody? Never. Has the Christian God killed? Many, many. So Now you know why I'm a spiritualist priest and not a religious one as far as like Christianity is concerned. And there again, like everybody knows, me and the Pope, we get along real well together. So our ideology of each other is kind of on the same boat, but against each other, you might say. But there's just, hey, go ahead, Ben.
I was going to say, hopefully that answers your question there, Claire.
Claire, did that help out any? Okay, so, God is only seen as man because that's what man needs. No. God is seen as a man because in the book of Genesis, it says, well, depending on which reference we go by, which most of them are now going by the King James Revised Edition, which that word revised means a lot right there. Because it says in the Revised Edition, where we keep it simple, just one, that God created man in his likeness. That's the reason why they think God is a man, because he created him in his likeness. What else would God be if he's not a man? A donkey? Yeah, maybe, because a lot of people I know are jackasses. But anyways, but Ben, you were about to say something until I rudely kept going.
No, you're right. I was just going to say, hopefully that's answered your question. Unfortunately, our time's run out, because obviously we still get picked up by Pulse Talk Radio. For those of you who ever want to listen, they do still pick up our shows and they still broadcast them on there. Well, that's this week's show.
I enjoyed. Thank you for asking me to come on.
Bill, it's always a pleasure having you on, and I think the fans love it. Always a nice conversation.
Ben, you lie. You'll go to hell for lying. You know that, right?
Yeah, mate, I'm already going to hell no matter what.
I'll meet you there. Just go back to the back corner over on the far right.
I'm going down with the highest score.
We're the one that's going to have the ice lemonade. So come on over. Have a good time.
Right. So, guys, obviously we will try and get a live on tomorrow for you guys when we start doing the talk. Failing that, we will see you Sunday for another demonology lesson. Again, thanks to our guest Bill for coming on. It's always a pleasure having him on. He's brilliant. Guys, anytime you want him back, just let us know and we'll get him on. He's always happy to come on. He's part of the furniture here pretty much.
What?
So you're pretty much part of the furniture, Bill.
Oh yes, I'm the ottoman that everybody puts their feet on.
Yeah, guys, that is us, and we will see you next Sunday. This Sunday, even for the Demonology show. So that's goodbye from us.
Bye.
Goodbye from Bill.
Peace and light.
See you all later, guys.